This window open.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here. Yes. On your right. They're going to take you right behind you.
Welcome to Dark True Crime. September 17th, 2023, police were called to the family's home in Romeoville, Illinois after concerns were raised about the family's well-being.
Laraway Communications, how can I help you?
Yes, please. I'm calling for my daughter, Zoraida Bartolome. She lives at 512 Concord Avenue, Romeoville, Illinois, and we haven't heard from her or her husband or her children during the whole day. No answering the phone. If somebody can go by the house and check them, because the husband, they called from his work that he didn't show up to work. And he never, he's always at work.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
The police responded promptly after receiving the wellness check call. They arrived at the home of Zoraida Bartolome and Alberto Rolón after concerns were raised about the family's well-being. Upon arrival, they noticed signs of distress, such as a crack in a window and overturned tables inside the house. This prompted them to make entry, where they discovered the tragic scene.
Thanks for coming. Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over. Romeoville 367. Can we get another unit to Camden, please? Everything's 10-4. Hey.
10-4, 379 Romeoville.
Get on the phone with the 17 and call and figure out more information on this call. No, we're gonna go on that side because there's a gate over there.
He's going to the car to get the number.
Alright. You see the TV in the,
Yeah, I was holding my cord.
Hey, hold on, wait. You look in this window?
Like a toy room. I couldn't see anything in the room.
Nothing?
Are you able to see? Oh, that's all the shit from toys. Here, wait. Keep shining, so I can kind of see a little bit better now.
Okay.
No, just, oh, wait.
Lights are all off? 3 cars
No,
in the
there's,
front?
alright, nothing in this room.
I'm saying the lights are off. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
And, no, there's lights on in the back room. You can see it through that, second.
Let's go in the backyard real quick.
They're on myself and 67 are going towards the backyard. Just heads up. 10-4.
Keep an eye on that garage, yeah?
I'm trying to.
Want to try that door real quick, Ron? Let's go. See when they speak in the back. There's a window, right?
Yeah, 2 windows.
Yeah. Here, I'll go this way now. This window open. No, it's not.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here.
The police had just uncovered a chilling scene, but they were not aware that more revelations awaited them. Officers just found 2 dogs that were deceased. This was highly alarming for the officers. It added to the gravity of the situation and underscored the brutality of the crime. The discovery of the dogs highlighted the extent of the violence that had occurred in the home.
Hey, open the trunk.
07 en route. 315 en route, approach. 10-4.
Units from 367. I'm waiting for at least one more to make entry.
You gotta do it to the front or the back, huh?
We'll do back. 50, you have a ram?
Romeo 399 up. Coming up?
Hold on. Hold it there.
Yep.
I'm gonna wait for... You know what? I'm waiting for 2 more units because I want 2 units up front while 3 make entry in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anything at peek. Tell you what, Drake, go cover him. Cover the back door, Drake, from that corner.
Yeah, back door.
10-4.
The police did not release all the footage from the investigation to the public, respecting the privacy of the family. However, some body camera footage and other investigative records were obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests and were made available to the media.
What do you want to say?
Okay, I want two people in front holding the front. Keys.
Business, Romeo 350. Can you have fire stage? 10-4.
350. Any luck on that ram?
I'm sorry, I didn't check. I'll be there in 1.
No worries. I'm gonna force entry to the back. I got enough units here. We're gonna get going.
You two going in back?
You with me.
10-4, we're coming up 23.
You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I want one of you guys holding this one. One of you guys holding the front.
There were no other side doors, right?
No, not that I know of. Hey, Ron.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna boot it. We're gonna go nice and slow, all right?
Before entering the house, the police were responding to a wellness check and did not anticipate the horrific scene they would encounter. They saw signs of chaos through a window, such as a disarrayed home, but the extent of the tragedy inside was beyond what they expected. It's a deeply unsettling case, and it's hard to imagine what the officers must have felt in that moment.
Drake, you stay behind me.
Right when we get here, there's going to be one dead dog. You got to get over.
Hey, no, you're behind me,
To
okay?
the left, there's a second dead dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay?
God, he's fucking lights him up.
Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window. This lights is dead.
Christian, here.
Here, watch you.
No, I got one.
Check the door.
Here,
Door
cover
first.
the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up, move up.
399, I'm 23.
I got nothing. Move it up.
How many dead dogs you got?
We got one dead dog right here. We got a second dead dog over to the left.
All right, watch out, watch out.
Hey, why don't you check the door handle first before we get you?
Here. Stand by. Door's open. All right.
Ready?
Hold on.
Dispatch Romeoville 315. 1033 traffic. Romeoville units 1033 traffic only.
Make an entry 33 traffic only. All right, Ron, go ahead.
Upon entering the house, the police discovered the bodies of Zoraida Bartolome, Alberto Rolón, and their 2 young sons. The names of the deceased boys were Adriel, who was 10 years old, and Diego, who was 7 years old. It was a tragic and horrifying scene that deeply affected the officers. After the horrifying discovery, the police found the victims' cell phones, which were part of their investigation. They analyzed the data from the cell phones to gather more information about the events leading up to the murders and to identify potential suspects. This digital evidence and other investigative work helped them piece together the case and ultimately identify Nathaniel Huey Jr. as a suspect. The police discovered that Nathaniel Huey Jr. had a long-standing affair with Zoraida Bartolome, his co-worker. They decide to visit the home that Nathaniel Huey Jr. shared with his fiancée, Ermelinda Palomo, as part of their investigation. They were looking for evidence and information that could help them understand the events leading up to the murders and identify the suspects. The vehicle seen outside the Romeoville home was parked down the street from their residence.
Hello. Hi, Ermelinda. My name is Detective Garcia.
Hello.
From the Romeoville Police Department. This is Detective Wagner.
Hello.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now.
Husband
Okay.
or boyfriend?
It's just a boyfriend.
Nathaniel Huey Jr. instructed his fiancée, Ermelinda Palomo, when they spoke on the phone, to speak with the officers through the door camera. This was part of their attempt to mislead the police and buy time during the investigation. The officers requested to speak with Ermelinda Palomo privately. They wanted to ensure they could gather information without any external influence or interference. This approach is often used to get more accurate and honest responses during an investigation.
Okay. Does he live here with you? How long have you guys been together?
2015.
Okay. We're investigating a murder. Okay?
Who murdered someone?
So, we have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. So what happens is if anybody's talking on a text app that you can download, for example, Text Now, we can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you? Or your name or your phone or anything associated with that? Okay.
So we'd like to speak with you without him present. Are you okay with that?
Sure, do you want me to walk away?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Wherever you're comfortable, right?
Well, the dogs are all around, so...
Oh yeah, but we're out front or in the house in the backyard, right? I'm not saying go in the house, but we can talk with you out over here. If you're okay with that? We can go over by my car if you'd like.
Let me get my jacket.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
The officers at this stage do not initially know that Ermelinda Palomo was involved in the murders when they first visited her.
Okay. We could sit in the car.
Are you comfortable talking here?
I don't know.
Why don't we go in my car?
We can go in the car. You're an adult.
None of the neighbors are gonna. We'll be in the car. The windows are tinted. You're safe with that.
No, you can have a seat in the front, passenger.
That's all, man.
I don't want him to come out. Ermalina, do you mind if we drive down the street? If he comes out, he's probably going to tell you to go back inside. Are you going to do that, or what do you want to do?
Well, you guys obviously have me. You can't really say much, right?
Well, it's what we want to talk to you alone, separate from him. That's what we're
I
trying
want to
to
make sure that you're safe.
Okay, can we go by the park?
Sure.
Yeah. Down that way? Okay. Do you want to... What I'm going to do is I'm just going to document mileage and stuff. Okay? You know, everything's... We got body cams on? Just tell me where we're going. You want to text?
Yeah.
The police drove with Ermelinda Palomo to the park to gather more information and understand her involvement in the case. They were trying to piece together the events leading up to the murders and determine her role in the tragic incident. Palomo's cooperation was crucial in uncovering the full extent of the manipulation and deceit that led to the murders.
Okay.
Ermalina,
Yeah.
how long have you known Huey?
Since probably 2015.
Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called and I called. And then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
Just right now.
Okay. When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17. You know what? His son was born and he said, I'm not having any more affairs. I'm not cheating on you.
Okay.
Stupidly.
Okay.
Do I know if he stopped? No, I don't know.
Okay, so the last time you
Well, hold
knew?
on.
Okay.
So then I had a party at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell asleep, and apparently he said someone kissed him, and that was the. So I don't know, maybe it was 2019.
Okay.
And he said, no, she kissed me, and that was it. Come on. We're all drunk.
You know him better than we do, so.
Allegedly, when Ermelinda Palomo was talking to the police in the car and putting on an act, they did not yet know that she was the mastermind behind everything. It was only through the course of their investigation that they uncovered her manipulation and deceit. It's a complex and disturbing case that highlights the lengths some people will go to manipulate others. The police visited Nathaniel Huey Jr. at his office as part of their investigation into the murders. They were trying to gather information and piece together the events leading up to the tragic incident.
Hold on a second. So we were talking with the bosses, and they said, well, we already went through phones, they already got one half of the conversation, and you said you talked to her on your phone, right? Okay. So what we'd like, or what we're asking for, is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, or Snapchat, or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. We're trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but...
It's on the computer, right?
Hmm?
You can get it on the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and then we give your phone back.
Oh, I don't even have anything in there.
That's even better.
I saw you.
No, I believe you, but... Well, yeah, I mean, just let me see it. But, I mean, I believe you, it's just the problem is that
This is all I have right there from her. I don't have anything back.
Oh, this from this morning?
Yeah. Everything else, so you have to grab it from the computer.
Well, I mean, it'll be on there. It'll be on your phone. You can't. Still in the thing. In the catch.
When you delete stuff, it's never actually.
So let's just say you have like a 64 gig phone. You use about 58 of it. The rest is the catch. It stays in the catch. And why I asked is the bosses called right away. They were like, well, they're like, we'd like to see if we can get the stuff, from your end back that way, and see if maybe maybe your husband got wind of it and pulled it off or something. So we just want to take a look. I mean, it on our side of it, we can get a search warrant, to go through the phone, and just take a little longer. But on the fastest way would be consent, pull it off and give your phone back. Than it would be to, and again, I explained to you earlier, I'm trying to eliminate you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a deceased girl and her last fling or boyfriend or whatever is you. And I'm sure that if you're an outsider looking in, who's your suspect? I mean, and so I'd like to eliminate that. I'd like to say, well, no, we looked through stuff. He didn't have nothing to do with it. We're done with it.
I guess I'd rather you guys just go on the computer.
I agree with you, but again, there's it would take us a couple hours to pull information off the phone that could eliminate you as a suspect, like right from the start. It's up to you.
It feels like you're pretty suspect enough, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not joking with you. We anytime somebody dies, you look at the husband, the boyfriend. If it's a girl, if it's a guy, you look at his wife and any kind of lovers he had, and we look. That's what we look at. We start there, and then this person was at work, so we eliminate that. This person was, we went through the phone. There's nothing between those two. No threats. No. I mean, you're telling us there's no threats, but I can't go to to our bosses. I can't go to a state attorney and say no. I verified it. There's no threats. I have to. If I can verify and say no, I went through his phone. There's no threats. They seemed to be good together. There was no threats. There was no animosity between the two of them. There was no fighting. There was none of that stuff. Eliminate it.
The police wanted Nathaniel Huey Jr.'s phone because it could contain crucial evidence related to the murders. Smartphones often hold valuable information such as call logs, text messages, emails, social media activity, photos, and location data. By analyzing this data, the police could piece together the events leading up to the crime, establish motives, and identify any accomplices or connections. Nathaniel Huey Jr. did not give the officers his phone when they visited him at his office. He admitted to his relationship with Zoraida Bartolomei, but denied involvement in the murders and refused to allow the police to search his vehicle at that time.
Just go on the computer, Chief, because I don't want to give up my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm just telling you, it's.
I completely understand what you're saying, and I'm not even trying to give you guys a hard time, but taking my phone and all that, and you already told me you can get it from.
We can get her side of it. I can't get your side. That's the problem. So I can get her side of it. If where she's got her phone, I can get that side of it.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got other in there that I don't necessarily want you to be looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No. It's not like freak like that or anything like that.
Well, I'm saying even if we, yeah. I mean, if you. Again, I'm asking for consent. The consent means that we plug it right in, we dump it because you've told us it's okay. Without that, then we have to get a search warrant. If we get a search warrant, then we have to type that up, and it's going to take longer.
I can bring it down to you guys, and you can dump it all you want to. We'll go with that.
We'll be there. The address is on the card.
Well, let me step out.
There right after work.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Yeah, that's we'll have to do that. Yeah, but I mean, you do understand how that kind of defeats the purpose, though. Like we're looking for like Snapchat stuff, and then you delete Snapchat stuff. It's gonna kind of look like you're guilty. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't opened my Snapchat in so long, so you're welcome to look into it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the computer will show.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to BS you. It will show what was deleted. So the computer shows everything. Like just now, when you open up the phone to show me that text message, when I plugged in the computer, it's going to say at this date, at this time, somebody opened up a text message, and a text message read blah blah blah. So if you just delete some photographs that you don't like, then you're right that'll show in there, and we don't really care about that. But if it shows you deleted a shitload of text messages and this, it's going to show you did that, and it's going to make you look guilty again. And again, I'm not threatening you. I'm not babying you. I'm trying to be like man to man, honest with you. I'm trying to eliminate you as a suspect, and doing suspicious things between here and there could hurt you.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying completely.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'll come down there later today. We'll dump it and head it back.
Okay. All right, you got my card with the address on it?
Yeah. Promise you.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, sir. Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good.
The police informed Nathaniel Huey Jr. that if he deleted anything from his phone, they would still be able to recover it to deter him from attempting to destroy potential evidence. Smartphones store data in such a way that even if items are deleted, they can often still be retrieved using specialized forensic tools and techniques. This warning would discourage Huey from deleting incriminating information and reassure him that his actions could be uncovered regardless.
I ask, did you have anything to do with this? Okay. You know I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two, or the three of you that I don't know about, you know? Nothing like that.
Nobody was threatening anybody. We weren't fighting. Like, really, she was like fucking angel, you know what I'm saying? Like a sweet girl, so like.
Okay, like I said, we're this is so new to us because investigation-wise. We have tons of videos to go through, and license plates, readers, and like text messages, Snapchat messages, and all that stuff. So it's so in the beginning of this investigation that we're just kind of reaching out to talk to all her family, friends, and everybody like that. And that's why we're here talking to you. And I just hope, in your head, if you could think of something like, oh, you guys should know about this, it's the time to tell us now before we find it later on, in the computer, or we find it in a phone message or something, those guys. Obviously we're going to stay in touch with you. I'd ask, a couple more questions, might be a little hard for you, but are you willing to take a polygraph test if ever needed?
I guess.
And then DNA, swab in your mouth if needed. I'm asking this stuff now. We again, these are one of those things where if in the future we needed it, I could go to a judge and say, this is why I believe I need it, and get a warrant for it. But I always ask people. I ask people straight up, right? Because, most people ain't gonna know how to, like, yeah.
No, yeah, I never, this is just some shit that I never
thought of. I doubt you'd be in the middle of that, exactly. But you can see how, like, you're not the only person we're going to talk to, and we're going to talk to lots of people, and we're going to talk to lots of family members, we're going to talk to neighbors, we're going to talk to a ton of people. But we're starting off with the people closest to her, and that's why we're here talking to you, her family and you. And so I ask these questions because, later on, if we are able to come up with like a DNA sample of something, I am going to ask everybody who she knows if they were willing to give up a DNA swab so that I can eliminate them right away. If I eliminate you right away, we don't have to keep coming down here bothering you. I don't have to bother you at home. We're done with you. We don't have to call you anymore. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and I don't even think like her family knew anything about us.
Well, I can tell you right now, we're sitting here in this office talking to you. Somebody knew.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't be here talking to you.
That's a good point.
But
I didn't think that she was talking like to any family like that.
well, I think they're done. I'll give you my card. Give you my card. I mean, if you think of something, give me a call. If like when you're back at work, you know, back there and you're working, another employee comes up to you and goes, "Hey, man, I heard this or I heard that." Just give me a call and let me know what you heard. Because I mean, we're asking for your help. You know, I'm asking. I'm sure you would like to see this get solved just like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm pretty angry.
Yeah.
With this. I would, like I said, nothing against my wife, man, but like just different connection with someone. Yeah. You know, and that I just felt like really strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're right. You're better off here at work, you know, working and keeping your mind off of than sitting at home and dealing with, you know, just sitting there alone or with her thinking about this. So
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Nathaniel agreed to the cheek swab for DNA analysis and later visited the police to discard his phone after erasing all its contents. Police were able to recover everything. Huey Jr. and Bartolome developed a romantic relationship after they met while working at an engineering company in Glendale Heights. After Palomo learned of her fiancé's affair, and in a convoluted plot, police said she created multiple online personas. Ermelinda Palomo manipulated Nathaniel Huey Jr. into committing the murders by creating fake online personas and convincing him that he was working for a criminal organization. She made him believe that Zoraida Bartolome was a threat and that he needed to eliminate her and her family to prove his loyalty. Based on years of communication, Ermelinda Palomo further convinced Nathaniel Huey Jr. that a mole was planning to attack him. The case summary report states, adding that 2 days before the murders took place, a message informed Huey Jr. that Zoraida Bartolome was the mole who has been targeting him. Ermelinda sent Nathaniel a message using the Pinger mobile messaging application. The police records state that Bartolome's husband, Rolone, had found out at some point and even damaged the tires of Huey Jr.'s vehicle in retaliation for Nathaniel engaging in a relationship with Zoraida. Rolone wasn't the only scorned lover. Under the alias, Palomo worked with Huey Jr. to plan Zoraida's murder. They researched the neighborhood to locate cameras, planned how to get in and out of the house, and learned the house behind Zoraida's was vacant. They discussed the persons residing at the residence, including Zoraida, Albert, and their 2 children, as well as the number and types of dogs in the house. Ermelinda tells Nathaniel to cause damage to make the scene appear to be a burglary committed by kids. Ermelinda reassures Nathaniel by saying, many murders go unsolved. Palomo drove Huey Jr. to the murder scene on September 16, 2023, around 3:17 a.m., according to home surveillance footage later obtained by investigators. Rolone, who worked nights during the week, was awake and went to check on the noise coming from the back door. He was hit and injured, then ran toward the bedrooms, police said. The intruder hit him 5 more times, unaliving him before he made it to his family. The children had been having trouble sleeping and were in one of the bedrooms with Bartolome. As the gunman moved to kick down the door, she stood behind it, holding it closed and screaming for help. Eventually, he breached the bedroom after hitting her through the door, leaving her injured. One boy was wearing a sleep mask covering his eyes, and the other clutched a stuffed animal, police said. The intruder fired 2 hits into each child's head, when unaliving them, before fatally hitting their mother. The family's 3 dogs, frightened by the hits, tried to get out of the house, clawing at the front door. The gunman hit each of them in the head when unaliving them, Police said the shooter attempted to make the murders appear to be a senseless crime by knocking over furniture and spray painting profanity in the living room. He only got as far as F before the paint gave him trouble and he abandoned it. The gunman left about 40 minutes after breaking in. The next day, as news of the violence began to spread among Bartolome's co-workers, police arrived at Avanti Engineering to begin interviewing them. Officers learned that on September 14th, Huey had left work early and hadn't returned until that morning, the day after the shooting. Co-workers told officers there had been some tension between Bartolome and him before he took off, and he seemed upset. Phone records, tollway records, license plate recognition camera records, vehicle infotainment records, and security videos all corroborate a timeline and route of travel from Nathaniel and Ermelinda's residence to Zoraida and Alberto's residence, then back, investigators stated in their report. The body-worn camera footage shows when officers met Huey, Jr. at his work, they tried to convince him to cooperate and share his phone for analysis, as well as asking him to take a polygraph test. "Would you ever be willing to take a polygraph test if needed?" an officer asked Huey, Jr. "I guess," Huey Jr. responded, but he refused to turn over his phone and promised he would drop it off with police later that day. Both denied any involvement in the murders, and without solid evidence, Huey, Jr., and Palomo were free to go. The two would eventually flee town, and on September 20th, 2023, with both now solid suspects in investigators' eyes, Huey, Jr., and Palomo were sighted in a Walmart parking lot in Catoosa, Oklahoma. A day after police discovered the murdered family, on September 18th, 2023, Romeoville police tracked down Huey, Jr., and Palomo separately and questioned them. "You wouldn't be covering for Nate at all?" an officer asked Palomo, who could be heard responding in the recorded interview. "No, he was here at her home." The police investigation files reveal a Streamwood couple, Nathaniel Huey, Jr., 32, and his fiancée, Ermelinda Palomo, 50, were behind the murders. Huey, Jr. thought he was carrying out a drug cartel hit, when in reality, Palomo was pulling the strings and manipulating him to put an end to his illicit romance. Ermelinda Palomo was reported missing by her family. They filed an endangered missing person report, believing she was in danger. However, the police investigation later revealed that Palomo was actually involved in planning and orchestrating the murders. By September 20th, investigators considered them suspects in the case, and they fled to Catoosa, Oklahoma. They went into a Walmart, and once they exited the store, they were met by Catoosa police. A car chase ensued and ended with Huey Jr. allegedly hitting Palomo and crashing the car in a fiery explosion. Huey Jr. was unalived in the crash, and Palomo was sent to the hospital, where she died. Allegedly, the newly obtained records document that Huey Jr. confessed to his mother that he was the murderer. The video from the Catoosa Police Department, near Tulsa, shows the wreck following a short chase that ensued after officers received a notification from a digital license plate reader that the vehicle was wanted in connection to a murder suspect. Officers screamed for the pair to get out of the car as it caught fire after it struck the highway median.
Car's on fire! Get out of the car! What's your background? Get out of the vehicle! Get out! There you go. Yep. There's the wind. Yes. On your right. Move up to your right behind you. I got door. Do not see movement. No movement. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out now! Come out now! They're making eye contact. I don't see anything. Got your cover. Cover. Got it. Nothing. Floorboard. Get her. Got cover, got cover. Grab a belt, grab a belt, grab a belt. You got that door? Can't see.
Where's fire? Get fire extinguisher at least.
Fire, go ahead and come up here. We need extinguisher. Behind you. I got driver door. Get a baton! Moving to your left. Go ahead.
And police heard 2 gunshots, according to the footage. The video shows an officer leaning over the barrier, banging a baton against the driver's window to break it as flames engulfed the hood of the car. Palomo was pulled from the car with a gunshot wound and was taken to a hospital. Allegedly, her family insisted that she had nothing to do with the Romeoville family murder. Huey was found with a gunshot wound and was pronounced dead at the scene, just 3 days after the quadruple murder. It was a complex and deceitful plot driven by Palomo's manipulation and control over Huey Jr.